This is John with no H. What's the most dangerous thing you ever bought at a flea market? That's a great question, dude.
Great question.
I don't know how that's never been asked.
A sword or a knife. So most of the things that I buy, I like an old knife.
Very cool.
I like an old, I think I've bought a couple old knives at flea markets. When I used to go, so my stepdad and mom, when I was a kid, were obsessed with the Mile High Flea Market.
Okay.
And
Is it big or small?
Huge.
There's nothing like a city that has a great flea market.
Huge. Mile High Flea Market, the logo ruled.
Yeah.
The logo was real cool. It's like a little, it was a flea.
Andy Warhol did it.
It showed full nudity, full frontal nudity. No, but the Mile High Flea Market, we would go every Saturday.
Oh, great logo.
Great.
The little guy?
There he is.
Yeah.
Oh, that's sick.
He's a flea in a checkered shirt with a pair of overalls.
It's like Johnny Chimpo.
Look at this guy. So we used to go.
Open all year round.
Dude, and we'd go all year round.
We do weekends.
Saturday.
We're going.
Saturday morning you go. I mean, now they got they'd have a little place down, but you would go and just walk around, and the amount of swords and knives
Crazy.
and
Does
old
that
I
happen?
picked up.
Unregulated.
Unregulated.
Yeah.
And the amount of that I could just find my way to.
Yeah.
Where I'd be like, well, I'll look at it. And the guy'd be like, hey. And my mom and stepdad were always like, I was maybe like 9.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, all right, just try to find us.
Yeah.
There wasn't like,
Just
yeah.
go.
just go. Because I would go looking for action figures, like old action figures that you'd buy for
Mm-hmm.
cheap, which plenty.
Yeah.
It was great. Flea markets rule.
I love them. I grew up going to them. I loved them. I loved whatever moment in time, because I'm sure you can kind of, with the internet, you can kind of get whatever you want at any point, but there was things you could only get at the flea market, and you couldn't get to, so it was like, hey, next month, where ours was called Rice's. It's like, next month we're going to Rice's, and you're like,
what do I need?
Yes,
what
you're
do
like,
I need?
hey, you're telling your
boys. It was Amazon before Amazon. It was like if everything from Amazon was used and slightly broken.
Yes, and illegal.
I remember being like, I was like in middle school, and I was like, we were walking by a place, and there was a heavyweight bag. And my stepdad was like, I could chain that up in the basement. And I was like, can we get a heavyweight bag? And he's like, yeah.
There's like no rules.
And then it just rocked the house. You would move it, and you could just upstairs hear it being like, wah, wah.
That's the most stepdad I ever heard.
Like,
I could chain that up in the basement.
Yeah, and he did. Dude, my stepdad was the man. Shout out Nick Kotz. He, I hope you're safe. I haven't talked to you since I was 14, but he's the man. He's like 82 now.
Jeez.
He bought us a pool table because it was cheap.
Love that.
And he was like, that thing's made out of slate. And my mom and him were like, well, that means it's good. But then we had to get it in the basement.
So heavy.
And we had an unfinished basement. So if you wanted to play pool at my house, there was no room, and it just smelled like cat piss.
Yeah.
But flea market, all from the Mile High Flea Market.
Two things. One, side note, I used to prefer sometimes getting an older action figure, especially a G.I. Joe, because they were loose.
Yes.
And they would do dead better.
Yes,
Or
they would.
do like a crash better.
Yes, they
The head
would.
Yeah,
pop down.
if you had a guy with a loose neck,
He always got
He's
it
dying.
first.
He's
Yeah.
dying
he's the first one through
He
the
would
door.
slump over.
Yeah. Oh, my God. The look of where you go, I tossed them,
Yeah.
and you go, that looks, if his tank blew up, that's how he would look.
Yeah, it's like you're directing a movie.
Oh, man. Finding action figures. Also finding, because like you said, you can find everything on the internet. There was this show in the 90s called C.O.P.S. C.O.P.S.
Stop.
Yeah.
It's on Tubi.
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Those action figures
Awesome.
were the best.
The dudes, the came out of his chest.
Yeah, there was the came out of the chest, but also the articulation. They were big G.I. Joes.
Yes.
So they were made exactly like G.I. Joes, but the articulation. So I remember being at the Mile High Flea Market and coming up on a blanket on the ground with all the C.O.P.S. figures.
Whoa.
And I went, how much? And the lady was like, $5.
Yeah.
And you're like, and that ride back, I was like Heath Ledger in Dark Knight. I had my head out the window. I was like, dude, that was to this day.
Great pull.
When
Dan.
you say flea market, I go, I remember the greatest day of my flea.
C.O.P.S.
I found all the C.O.P.S. stores. I had like one or two, but I found like the guy with the blonde hair flat top. I found the black cowboy with the jacket that you couldn't find. I didn't need their weapons.
That show ruled.
Showed ruled, and those action figures were some of the best.
I remember a specific feeling of I bought a blow dart.
Great.
Right? With spiked, they were like darts.
That's pretty dangerous.
Very dangerous. And I was, I don't know, 8?
Yeah.
Something like that. Like we went, my mom and my sister walked around, me and my boy Matt ran around, and we were like we're going to find the guy that sells the weapons. And he's like, I got
there's multiple guys that sell weapons.
And he's like, I got these. And I was like, oh, I'm getting I had like $20. I had like a $20 bill. I'm like, I'm getting a blow dart. And I didn't have enough money. It was like $28. And he's like, I'll do it for 20. Gave him the 20. And I remember walking back to the car, and my mom,
not knowing.
I'm like, I can't hide this.
Thought it was a baton.
I was just like, this is gonna be a big conversation, but I'm showing up with a blow dart.
And how did it go?
She was all right. Single mom, she didn't care.
Yeah,
she's like, be careful, dude. Then at one point, we'd all stand back to back. There'd be like 6 of us. And you'd just go up in the air and shoot it up in the air and play chicken. The last person to ran, people would catch it in the shoulder and shit.
That's how Ralph Ciparetto's kid got hurt.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Ralphie.
Oh, yeah. Dude, I
was doing that back when I was banging, baby.
Dude, I remember I bought a BB that looked like a gun, and it was a CO2 one.
Those were
the first
dangerous.
time I shot it into the fence, I went, well, we're not playing with that.
Yeah.
Like, even as a teenager, I was
that.
like, I put the CO2 thing in, and then when you twist it and you hear it break, and then I had the clip on top, and I went,
I had that same one.
And I was like, it was like I walked up and it was lodged in the fence.
Yeah, grounding yourself.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
That was a different
2 weeks would pay.
I knew which friends not to let know I had it.
For sure.
You're like, dude, we talk about this a lot of like, to make that decision of like, you're not a really good kid, but you're not a really bad kid, and you go, really bad kids would run amok with this.
Yes.
Really good kids would give it to their parents. I'm gonna hold it. I'm gonna be in the gray
hide it
area.
under my bed. And then if you don't ask,
Yeah,
and then when a friend I trust says,
we'll show them. Yeah.
Scott's not seeing this.
Yeah, exactly.
Scott's not seeing this. Byron might.
Yes, and that's
even Byron was on the fence if I would show him that.
The way we call it is not really being about that life. I like to do bad, but I also want to go home and have dinner with a glass.
Play
of
with your
milk.
guys.
So that's who McDaniel and I were in our group of friends.
Same with us. Yeah.
Where we were like, we were hanging out with the bad kids.
You can walk in both worlds.
And then you go, I'm gonna go home.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go home. We're gonna
before you guys do this B&E, I'm gonna get out of here.
Yeah, and you go, Mike has Sega Channel. We're gonna go play that.
Yeah.
But good luck with everything.
My mom still packs my lunch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I give her a kiss goodbye.
Those kids were going home to a cold can of beer.
Yes.
I got tubby time in 15. We gotta wrap this up.
Yeah.